This video tutorial will show you how to create a point of interest, change appearance and visibility, and import points of interest from a file. Points of interest, or POIs for short, are used to mark a location on the map and can be used in a number of ways. POIs are used together with navigation and the dispatch of jobs, as we will see later in this video. Go to your tracker application and open up the POI panel from the Windows menu. Let's start by creating a POI by right-clicking the map and select Add POI. Give it a name and a description. You can change the position of the POI by right-clicking on the map and selecting Pick POI Location. This option is only available when the Add POI window is open. You can add your POI to an existing category or create a new category by selecting New in the drop-down menu. In the Points of Interest panel, you can choose to show labels, how many map markers should be visible at the map at once, and select which categories that should be visible. You can click on Manage Categories to edit any existing category. For each category, you can set a zoom level for when the markers will be visible. The markers will be visible in the interval between the minimum and maximum zoom level that you enter here. I will show you what this means in practice. I will set the minimum zoom level to City, meaning POIs will be visible when you have reached City zoom level. And I will set the maximum zoom level to Street, meaning POIs will be visible all the way to street level. Right now, I'm one level above City level and the POIs are hidden. But when I zoom in once more, they appear on the map. I can keep zooming down to street level and they will still be visible. This approach is very useful to avoid clutter on the map when you're zoomed out. As you can see, some of the vehicle's positions are given as addresses and other in relation to a POI. For example, Vehicle 1 is shown in relation to the train station. To achieve this, I went to Manage Categories and selected the POI category that contains a train station. In the geocoding section, you can set the radius for a POI category. I set this to 1000 meters. Every vehicle within the radius will have its position displayed in relation to any of the POIs in the category. If you check Add Distance and Directions to Address, it will be easier to get an understanding of your vehicle's position. I will drop a needle marker on the map, and let's pretend that this is a vehicle for now. As I move the marker, the position will be in relation to the POIs. The closest POI is always used as a reference. If I drop the marker here, it says north of train station. And down here, it is south of the hospital. You can also set up layers of POIs. For example, you can have a POI with a large radius to represent the city. And inside that city, you can have more local places like hospital. Now, if I move the marker outside the 1000 meter radius of the hospital, it will say that this is in Uppsala city, because Uppsala city has a very large radius. Points of Interest works very well with the dispatch feature, and you can create a new job at the POI by right-clicking it and select Create New Job. If you don't have this option, you either don't have the dispatch plugin installed and enabled, or you don't have the dispatch panel open. Lastly, I will show you how to import points of interest from a file. Click the Import button in the POI panel. Here you can browse for a CSV or a KML file containing your POIs. The file needs to follow a specific format, and this is explained in the help section below. When you have selected your file, choose which categories the POI should be imported to, and click on Import. Points of interest require some thought and configuration, but once set up, it really speeds things up, like dispatching jobs. And it also makes it easier to locate vehicles without using addresses.